Taurus. Let's jump into it, Taurus, and have a look and see what's coming up for love. First of all, for Taurus, what's coming up in regards to love? Okay, there's definitely the notion of obstacles and overcoming these obstacles, because the 10 of Wands can be seen as burdensome energy. Okay, so I don't know if this is with a Leo. I don't know if this is a fight for control. Some of you might be having that, but it's not always a burden, because he's still committed to doing it. He's still committed to carrying the wands. Now, there might be a situation where you feel you're carrying a lot this month, Taurus. Or it could be that someone else is carrying a lot. Carrying emotions, feeling pressured. It could be this kind of energy as well. I do want to say there's an ending for some of you. I feel like because the ship indicates a journey, the ship, travel, moving from somewhere. I don't know if some of you are going long distance maybe. But the Five of Swords can definitely be walking away from a situation here. It could be quite a sad or bitter ending. Might be with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, completion, finishing a cycle with someone. But I do feel for some of you, you are walking away from a situation with the Five of Swords because of a breakdown in communication or differing views. You're not seeing eye to eye. And I feel like sometimes the Five of Swords can be the breakup card, because he's picking up the swords once again. He's picking himself up, dusting himself off, picking up where he left off, continuing on with his life, undergoing transformation, needing strength. The Strength card is here. So for some of you, that could possibly be the case. For others, it could be a long distance thing, or trying to manage a relationship without dropping the ball. And I think that's where these obstacles are tying into here. For a lot of you, you're going to help your partner with something, or they're going to help you. The Six of Pentacles being a card of generosity, a card of giving time and love, resources, energy into something else. And because the scales have come up in this card, the scales indicate the sign of Libra, which is a card of partnership. Now, there could be legalities coming up, legalities around partnerships, divorces, marriages, civil partnerships coming together. Through the eyes of the law, you're going to see like a binding union somehow. Might be signing a lease together for some of you. There could be a proposal, okay, a proposal here to create a legacy, move in together, live together. So some of you are taking that next step. Not all, but some of you absolutely are. The Ten of Pentacles can be seen as a card of creating a legacy, new additions to the family, or a reconciliation. You might be meeting someone who's quite maternal or paternal, or wants a happy family home. So, even if that's something you're not thinking about, you are dealing with an earth sign. This person is coming up fairly prominently, which could be the Taurus, the Capricorn, or a Virgo. The ship is protection, so it's almost like needing to protect yourself in a situation here. Now, I did mention the Lion and the Maiden are an unlikely pair, yet here they are pictured together. For the most part, she's tamed the lion, so she's done something to make that shift happen in someone. And I feel like this is going back to that source of inspiration. I think you're going to inspire someone that's really wanting to go into change or transform or grow because of you. Because I feel like you're dominating the reading. There's a lot of earth cards here. And I feel like someone is going to want to make changes to impress you, to be connected to you. And whether it is overcoming addictions, cheating behavior, the devil can represent deception. He can be deceiving. Things could also be a little bit one-sided for some of you Taurians watching. Either someone needs to help that balance, because it's becoming too heavy for someone to always make the plans, to always address the obstacles, to always work through the obstacles, to always be the one communicating first. Something needs to be balanced out. That needs to change. That needs to shift. There's two keys here. Two keys that need to be inserted to bring this equilibrium forward, that that I can see here with those scales. It could be a Libra here as well. For some of you, with the notion of second cycles, something or someone you were previously attached to comes back. I think it's almost like an unexpected coming back. Could be an ex who's going to make their way back into your life. You didn't see this coming, but they still feel very heavy for you in some way. But I did mention, just be mindful that you actually want to take this person back, Taurus. I mean, we're all coming in with different circumstances, different exes that we have broken up with because of different reasons. So I guess just be mindful about why this person is coming back, what they've done to you. Because there can be deception, talks of deception, or a deceptive act that you carry out or another person carries out towards you. So the boats symbolize protection, you needing to protect yourself. But two infinity symbols, which is quite powerful, a strong spiritual connection here for a lot of you. Let's move on and have a look at your career though. Coming up in career. Okay, there could be acts of deception in career. The Devil card with the Seven of Swords might be coming from a Capricorn. Seven of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You also have Pisces present here. Nonetheless, there could be miscommunication or communication that's not very direct. Someone who might be avoiding something, avoiding having a talk with you, avoiding getting caught by you. There could also be theft or some sort of deception in the workplace. Money laundering, theft in the business, deceitful behavior, people cheating each other in collaborative projects, throwing each other under the bus. Would be something like this coming up in your career. But for the most part, I think that's the worst of it. And then you're going to clear the air, because you've got the beautiful Nine of Cups, which is a wish card, a dream card. Wishes, wants, desires are going to be fulfilled. Something you've had your eye on, an experience, a job title, dreams and wishes are coming true, especially if you're in anything creative. Water is very creative. You also have a Piscean sign here. So Pisceans are known to be the dreamers of the zodiac. So this is something you've dreamt for quite some time in your creative life, or it could be material wealth, could be finances, it could be a possession, it could be some sort of creative works, but something you've been working on here, Taurus, in your career or creative pursuits is going to come to you. A wish is going to be fulfilled. This could be increased business, a lot more money or revenue coming in. Because Pisces is quite a creative sign, it can be your creative abilities. The Page of Cups is here. It's almost like an unlikely event or proposal or task is going to be given to you. And it's almost dream-like, or you'll feel like it's a dream. You might even have a premonition about it. The Pisceans are known to be quite intuitive and big on premonition. So that could also be coming up for some of you with Page of Cups energy. Absolutely. Could be a Pisces coming in. But you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune is looking up in your career, Taurus. Could be more money. Something about divine timing. Something will come at the right time. The right person. The right obstacle. Maybe this is even a blessing in disguise. You know, perception is everything. So the way we perceive it, maybe these obstacles, these setbacks need to come. Okay, completion. Completion here, completion here. This is quite powerful, but it's also progression because it's a wheel, so it's motion. Whether this is moving to different departments, whether it's furthering yourself in your career, whether this is elevation in terms of promotions. The Eight of Wands is climbing that ladder to success. You might hear news from superiors, people up above. Yes, it can be seen as a divine realm, the gods, the angels, the universe, but there's something higher than you, a higher platform, perhaps a manager. You're going to hear news correspondence, and it might be from a fire sign, the Leo, and Aries or Sagittarius perhaps. But there's lots of correspondence or news, definitely a busy period, or you might hear news of something that happens within the company. For example, you might find out someone could be arrested, a business partner, might be impeached, taxes, tax evasion. I mean, it can be a plethora of things, but you might hear news of something coming to the forefront. And look, it could be good news as well. It's not all bad. You do have the Nine of Pentacles. You've got the Strength card, the World card as well. Or there could be someone reaching out to you because of something you've put out there. A social media post, a marketing campaign, a product, a service, some sort of idea you've had circulating around you. Someone's going to want to hear about it. Look, there could be affairs coming into the workplace as well. Again, temptations, tempting offers. Could be affairs, could be romantic. Sometimes the 8 is seen as smitten, like smitten energy. Can also be signs, symbols, and synchronicities. You might have unrealistic expectations about someone, or they might have unrealistic expectations about the job or about the project or their part, their role in something here, because the fish emerging from the cup and communicating to the page, that's a bit dreamlike, it's a bit fantastical. So it's not really reality, it's more unrealism or escapist energy. The Page of Cups can be seen as fickle as well. So fickle energy, someone might be fickle, someone might be contrasting, have contrasting or display hypocrisy in some way. In the workplace, in your business maybe, even as well. You might be in two minds about something. Someone might be going back on their word. Look out for that, because the Seven of Swords isn't very solid, and it's going to be up to you to lead and inspire and cement things. It's going to be up to you, Taurus, to make it happen. Unfortunately, it's going to rest on your shoulders. So it's not an easy task, but you're absolutely the right person to get it done and overcome anything that gets thrown your way. I will leave it at that though. All the best. Bye for now.